Man, this video is long. Holy shit. Perfect place to stop. Man, my hair is doing like. Why did I choose this video? I loved the bass player's reaction to Eli's playing. I love Eli's just kind of like earnestness in his playing, the altissimo stuff. So I really actually just wanted to grab one of these altissimo lines, and I thought it would be a good chance for me to slow down a line and really work on my intonation and my accuracy, I guess, if you will. I don't know, just a couple things. Like, I'm just gonna break down like everything that I learned from this video. And I'll try and make it as organized as possible, I guess, for your benefit. The song doesn't really go much below middle D, so that's interesting. I feel like some people talk about money notes, and I feel like Eli has a great understanding of what the money notes are on the sax. You guys have already seen the short, I think, that shows my receipts for this recording. The interesting thing about this transcription and having a video can be really beneficial for budding players. There are some things I just wasn't able to hear and suss out just by listening. So having the video, I was able to do some troubleshooting. How I look at fingerings and how I look at things that are happening on the saxophone. If I can't actually tell based on his fingers, I can see actual keys opening up and things like that kind of tip me into what he's doing. And then there's some fingerings that I don't use or never seen before anything. I should really preface that this is a really saxophone focused video for you saxophone nerds. Anyone can definitely watch it, and maybe you'll find it interesting for how you can look to approach your instrument. But there's definitely, this is like a sax geek out session, so, you know, strap yourselves in. He uses a middle B flat fingering I've never seen before as well. Very similar to the altissimo A fingering, actually, in terms of what the right hand is doing, and it gives this kind of like closed color, which is really neat. Appears to be deliberate. And again, that was more based on the video. I just couldn't match my tone to his, so I started investigating, and I found that he was using something weird. His altissimo F sharp fingering is definitely one of the standard fingerings. This one appears to be really particularly linked to the G, the altissimo G that's after it. He appears to be using palm D when doing lines that connect high C to palm D. He actually holds down the palm D while playing the C, which is interesting. I've never seen that before. I think that was on purpose, I think. First line coming up. I want you to notice a couple things about this. I'll play them and I'll show you. He scoops into the A. So the line starts on a low, a middle A, I guess, or an A above the staff. He scoops in from the G sharp. So that's the first detail. And then the B flat immediately above the A, he does this fingering. So those are already, in that first line, those are two details. The next deal, I guess, is the F sharp fingering. So the F sharp fingering looks like this. You'll see this commonly used along with the front F altissimo fingering. My saxophone might look different from yours. Oftentimes, these two top pearls here look different, but not on mine. So what he does here is he kind of rocks. He holds down the side B flat because it's part of the F sharp fingering. There's also that he does like this trilly thing with the left hand on the way down. Again, he's doing the bis B flat with the full right hand stack. And a little detail about how I suss this out. It's really hard to see in that video what he was doing. I just knew that there was a tone color difference between what I was doing and what he was doing. And what actually tipped me off to that, I couldn't really tell. His technique is so good, his fingers weren't really moving, but that's the only key that moves. This key doesn't move unless I press this key. That's not true of a lot of other keys on the saxophone. Some keys press open multiple holes, some keys close holes, but the fact that that thing was moving told me that he was depressing his pinky. That was how I sussed that out. So again, benefit of the video. So that's the first line. Let's move on to the second line. Watch my left hand. Okay, probably really hard for you guys to see that. So. Yeah, so I'm basically just showing you there. Again, he scoops into the A. He plays that new high B flat fingering. And then he does like this blip. I guess you want to call it, we call it a blip or a glitch on the sax where you're forcing this glitch. So again, the devil is in the details here. You could just go A, B flat, C. You could double the C and get the same effect. However, the scoop into the A, the right hand B flat special coloring fingering, and then the blip at the top, which you can get more or less of depending how you attack, because what's actually happening is you're kind of getting a little bit of the sound of the B flat below the C. So depending how much I tongue or how much I attack that, I can get more or less of that sound in the line. Again, this is like we're trying to elevate our playing here. So these are the things that you should be looking to pick up here. I guess it's worthy to note here, the reason that I think these details are significant is because he doesn't always do them. It's not every time. So to me, a player at this level, everything is going to be deliberate and specific. So in this line, you notice my right hand doesn't move. So he's not playing the same color of B flat that he was in some of the previous lines. You're going to see here again, that same thing happening up top, altissimo F sharp, altissimo G, altissimo F sharp F. And that's again with that fingering to give it like this glitchy kind of feeling. Anyways, if you're struggling to get up top to that G, this is an really easy way to get up there is to glitch it up. Glitch it, glitch it, glitch it. Super easy way to do that. Because this fingering is an unstable fingering. You're actually going to see something else interesting later on when we go up to the altissimo G. Altissimo D above the G. And understanding that there are overtones that exist kind of over every note. Well, this is a great example of that because altissimo G and altissimo D above can use the same fingering. So how does that work? Well, overtones. He does do, I didn't talk about that, the C sharp palm D glitch. And again, it's the same principle as the other glitches where you're introducing kind of the note below it to give it like a glitch effect. Also, again, at the bottom, baby do he does the G sharp to A. I wasn't 100% if it's G to A or G sharp to A. Kind of makes more sense to me to get the little glitch from the semitone below rather than the tone. I'm not 100%. I'm pretty certain though. So again, details. Oh, so another little detail there. He goes chromatically down. He goes G, G sharp, G. So he adds in the chromatic G sharp in between the A and the G. Again, doesn't have to be there. Probably wouldn't notice, but it's a cool detail. So if you watch my right pinky, you see how it plays a real role in like the whole kind of up, oh my God, the facial expressions. The up top glitchy thing that's happening with that altissimo line. Woo! Love that line, man. Love that line. It's a beautiful line. What's to watch for in this line? So you got the glitchy thing up top, which we've talked about. We've got the C sharp to the D. And immediately after that, he's going up to the top F, not the front F, the palm F, which has this thing, which is, I don't know, the palm E or F key, I guess you could call it. And then all three in the palm. I am dripping all over myself. Let's hear how that sounds. Really clear example there of how the different in tone quality and color of those two notes. And then I showed you how to play that line with the other fingering. Again, really exaggerated. So let's move on. You hear that? That is just burning, man. That's a C to a C sharp glitch. And he really, like, he's putting air through the horn here. Okay, again, that B flat fingering after adds different color. Let's hear that again. Woo, man. Okay, so that's another different F fingering, not front F, but because of what he's doing. He's not, usually when you're going to bridge to altissimo, you're going to use that front F. When you want just a regular F, you're going to do this F, especially when it's an F that's going to sound. Lots of that B flat fingering here and the glitchy C. And then there's, again, very interesting here. The second time, I believe 2 of the 3 B flats use the new fingering, but 1 doesn't. The first one doesn't use it. See that? Watch my right hand. Okay, really, intonation on this top F, I could not match. I think in hindsight, I had a problem with one of my felts and my front keys, and I don't know when it happened, I just didn't notice. And the intonation was way off to the point that I was very flat. I ended up playing an altissimo F sharp here, which makes no sense harmonically. I did it because the tone matched. I'm pretty certain he's not doing that. I'm pretty certain it's an F though, because I believe most of this song is kind of B flatty, tenor key. So an F sharp wouldn't super make sense in this context, in this style of music. You're not going to play a flat 13. Okay, this line, so many little glitches. Maybe I'll just show you guys, unless it's all pretty. So let's look here. What's happening? So again, that's the same glitch happening up top as before. So very small glitch happening there. There's 2 glitches back to back there. I think that's all it is. He's glitching from G sharp to A and then G sharp to G. This palm D I could not get. I checked everything for this freaking fingering. I could not get it to sit. I don't know. Again, there could be something I'm missing here. I also believe this is the line where he plays his palm D with the C fingering down. I believe he does the glitchy palm D there again. Trying to give you a bit of an idea about the difference in tone coloring there between playing the palm D with the C and without. That's a cool line. This is actually a really tricky one mechanically on the sax, because he's playing that new B flat fingering, then he's playing the glitch G sharp A, and then he's playing, what would that be? An F in a first inversion F triad. And then we get into some interesting stuff. So let's listen to the altissimo line all the way. Okay, the school I came from, whatever you want to call that school. And sorry, Bob and Ben, if I've this up, but I play my altissimo A only with my left hand, and I play my altissimo B flat only with my left hand. There's no right hand involvement. I know there's different fingerings which use the lower part. I don't know why, I just wanted to emulate my idols, so I learned it that way. Eli doesn't do that. Eli plays his altissimo A and B flat with the 3 down. Honestly, I think it's way more stable. Especially the B flat. A is like, you can probably crank out an A pretty easily with whatever fingering. B flat, I find it really unstable. So this helps a lot. And otherwise, he is just pushing air. Something I learned for these lines, and the same thing happens with Bob, I don't really have much baffle in my mouthpiece, so this is all air. I really need to take a deep breath before these lines to get them out with kind of decent intonation. So let's take a look at my finger work for that. Personally, without knowing the details of why the pros are doing what they're doing with this, I like the tone quality of Eli's version better. The last little detail coming in here is super freaking cool. I had no idea this was a thing, and it was like a happy accident of me using this Altissimo A fingering. And let's see if you can hear it. There's a glitch there happening on the Altissimo A. I thought for the longest time that he was going from G sharp to A, but it's not the case. What fingerings am I using here? So now we're going up to the C. What am I using for my palm D? I'm using the same fingering as for the Altissimo G. So this finger and side B flat, those two. And you're gonna use the side of your finger so that you can keep your finger nimble enough to touch other things that it might need to touch. Altissimo B flat, because of where he's coming off of, it's way easier to come down from the C to the B flat without the right hand 3 fingers. So 2 different Altissimo B flat fingerings used in the context of this tune. And then the really cool thing is that Altissimo A glitch that I hopefully you caught. I thought maybe it was a timing issue at one point. I'm pretty certain unconsciously you can do it with your throat. I think that's what's happening there. I believe I'm voicing a little bit below the Altissimo A, and this only works with that fingering, and it causes it to glitch, which is super cool. I just played the last line there. Okay, so cool here. So a lot happening there. Starting on the palm, front F, going down, hitting the glitch palm D with the C sharp, using the C sharp to glitch into the palm D, into the palm F, which we've seen about 3 times now, I think. We're going to see the alternate B flat fingering, and then 2 glitches on the way down. Kind of gives it like this, like almost, I don't want to say country, but like kind of funky type of thing. And you can see I'm making a face there because I think I'm trying to emulate this kind of like gruff thing that he's doing. I feel like it's like a gruff kind of sounding thing. Did I do it? Yeah, I didn't do it exactly like he did. I found it incredibly difficult to do, so I left it out. It might be the one detail I left out. I don't know, maybe you like super mega advanced players are going to find some things that I didn't do that he did. This video started off almost an hour long. I felt like it was so cool. I went into this thing trying to learn one Altissimo line, then ended up learning a whole minute of the solo, and then like treating it like a study, really trying to get all the meat out of it, as much meat as I could. And I feel like I really did learn a lot from this one. So anyhow, sax nerds, I hope this isn't like too boring. I thought it was really fun and interesting to learn so much about my horn and instrument through doing this. I think the next video I'm gonna do is gonna be approaches to how I tend to learn a new standard, which again, I feel like at my level where I am at, I don't know where that sits, but I'm still learning. So I feel like some of the stuff, I have a really good system in place to learn things, which enables me to learn very fast, or at least as fast as is possible. So yeah, anyways, have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you at the next one.